Greetings our students and our viewers. In our today's video, actually these are our educational videos we do. We are going to discuss in details about shielded metal arc welding, short form SMAW. The other name it is stick welding. Then the other name is MMA. That's manual metal arc welding. So where we are right now, we are in our classroom, and at Kazo Technical School, in our first semester, we emphasize more about that welding process, SMAW. But the way we do it, we focus more on the structural welding bit of it. I know when you tell most people about stick welding, that's the one they see commonly on the roadsides. And even our students, sometimes they ask us, or even their guardians, they don't want to bring them to school because they think you can just learn it from the roadsides, from these guys who are doing windows and doors. But as you are going to see, structural welding is more demanding and requires a lot of practice and learning for you to master it. Structural welding, this is the welding which we do and requires you to be good in the sense that if you are doing projects like working on bridges, erecting buildings, storage buildings, and nowadays when you look at most structures, they are built out of metal. Airports, you go to them and you find out that most of the building is done with metals. And many other projects we can talk about, even the football fields. So this kind of weldings, if you are going to weld them, you will not be able to do it the way our local welders do it. Sometimes even they don't have proper PPE, but they are welding. So it requires you to have the knowledge and the practice, which I'm going to take you through. When our students come, this is the classroom where we are standing right now. And as you will see later, we are surrounded with the knowledge we need to master the proper way of welding, that is SMAW. So during our classes, first do the theory here, we get the knowledge, then later we shall go in the workshop and we practice. Our way of teaching this structural welding is we go through steps. When they start, most of them they have never welded before. So meaning someone has never learned how to strike an arc. So we shall start from, first we get a metal coupon. Then from there, then someone starts putting weld bits there. These weld bits have to follow a certain sequence as you will see outside. What we call building up a pad. Of course, the first week they are not able to do it very well, so it will be more like doing one bid at a time. We try out, we look at it. Is it a good bid? Is it a bad bid? What should you change? Then in time they start mastering to do a nice pad. Those are weld bids. The way you see them, then they make another layer of metal on top of this metal. Then from there, once they master this, then now we can go to our joints. We can do this is our V-groove joint. This is metal number 1, metal number 2. This is our backing bar. Then we start putting in our weld beads. So this sequence is so necessary to ensure that you join these metals very well, as you are going to see when we go in the workshop. When from doing those joints, then that's basically butt joint. Then we can also go ahead and we do fillet joints. Those are weld bits, something like that. This sequence is so important for these two pieces to be strong enough to withstand whatever forces they will be exerted on. So in class, once we understand this knowledge very well, building up a pad, doing a V-groove joint, welding these fillet joints, following that weld sequence, then we can, of course, it is, you get this knowledge, digest it one day at a time. It's not that in one day we teach it at you teach everything. No, it's progressively. So I want to get your attention to our classroom where they have these posters around, and when you look at them, we have one poster which has welding positions. For you to be a good welder, you have to be able to weld in those 4 welding positions. You are going to see them on our posters. So all these joints, you have to do them in each joint, in each welding position. We start from 1G position and we do all those joints. We do flat pad in 1G position. We do V-groove joint in 1G position. Then from there, we only skip the 1F. We find it to be so much related to the V-groove joint of 1G. When you go to 2G, we do the same. We first do a flat. We do a weld pad, that will be horizontal pad. Then we do 2G, that's 2G. 2G is a V-groove joint, but welded in a horizontal position. Then from there, we do the same for 3 and 4G welding positions. As you are going to see, I'm going to demonstrate them when you go in the workshop. Yeah, when we leave class, we dress up in our PPE, then we come into the workshop area. Like the way you are seeing it, we have our booths where we practice.